Assalamu alaikum. সবাইকে thank you all of you. Thank you and thank you. You had an amazing conversation with Mark just few minutes ago. This is the second part of free live baking class. Especially is a decorating class, not just a baking. So there is a technique, there is a procedure, there's a recipe that will award-winning Mark. He is amazing instructor, and we just proud to be present him to our pace, because from now he will be also in an instructor of skill excellence. We are so proud because he's so positive, he's so vibrant, he's so kind, he's generous, he's amazing. 100 and comments make me just blow away. Just few minutes ago, part one had an interview session where he shared amazing inspirational story of his baking, his cake artist life. So I believe you will have fun, you will find amazing, inspirational, and you will go back later on and you watch. Okay, you need to get some inspirational practical tools from his space. So let's introduce again second time and say welcome, thank you to amazing award winning Mark. Hello Mark, welcome
Okay.
to second part. Thank you.
Hi, hi, everyone. I'm actually very excited to show you the technique of how you can create this very easy rose in sugar. For those of you who are actually making flowers on clay, you can also use this technique on cold porcelain. So I just wanted to run down on the materials that I only use. So for the paste, we'll be using Mako paste. So this is the recent paste that I shared for public info. So this is on my YouTube channel. It's very humid, okay, because it will not melt. So this is like an innovation of the gum paste, but this one does not melt on humid weather. You can also put this on the refrigerator. So with regards to the recipe, I'll be sharing it to Coach Tanzila so that she can also post here on our page. And then believe it or not, the way I do classes, I try to minimize the materials that you'll be using because I know it's good to have a lot of cake decorating materials, but not everyone has access to different tools, right? So I'm actually minimizing or lessening the tools that you'll be needing to create flowers. So for now, we'll be using, this is a styro ball with a stick. So this is a bamboo skewer. That's what I use for most of my flowers. Because believe it or not, the floral wire is actually quite dangerous. So if you don't prepare it well, it may rust and it will affect your cakes or your food, which is actually very alarming. So in most of my flowers, especially for one stem flower, I use barbecue stick or bamboo skewers. And then for my cutters, I only use the rose petal cutter. So for today, we'll be using two. So this is the second to the smallest. This is 2 centimeter by 2.5 centimeter. And then the next one, this is um, 3 centimeter by 3.5 centimeter. And then of course, you need a bamboo skewer again. So this is for the texturing. And then a rolling pin. And then that's all. That's just everything we need for making the beautiful rose. So here's a sample. But pardon me because this is a bit dusty. So because this has been displayed for about 8 months already. So this is what it looks like. So it's really dusty, but this is what we will create today. So I'll teach you everything from making the colors, the calyx, and also those like the realistic rotten edges so that it's very nice. So I'll teach you all that. Okay, and then also I love using a Tupperware. So this is where I put the paste so that it's not going to be dry, okay? Because the paste dries fast if it's exposed on air. So to start off, of course, you need to wash your hands. Make sure that it's very clean. You don't have any pigments. Okay, you see that? Okay, it's very clean. I just washed my hands. And then we'll be getting our paste. So this is Mako paste. The recipe is actually on my YouTube channel. So we'll get quite an amount. Not that much. Okay, very little. Okay, some little more. Okay, around this quantity is okay. Because the first, we'll be using the first cutter. So we need to cut 10 to 12 petals. Okay, 10 to 12 petals. And then this is our paste. I will put vegetable shortening on my hands, not directly on the paste, but on your hands, okay? Because if you put directly on the paste, the distribution is not equal. So you need to put it on your hands first, on your palm, just like that. Spread it, okay? And then as you see, it's a little bit shiny. That's a lot of moisture in. Then gently knead and massage the paste. So actually, this is one of the jokes that I always tell my students because a lot of my students are asking, how come that my hands are nice even if I bake a lot? I always tell them it's the shortening. So for the shortening, I'm using Crisco or Puratos. It actually has a moisturizing effect not only on the face but also on my hand. So that's why my hands are like that. Okay, so once the paste is pliable, when you stretch, it should be like that. So as you see, the texture is similar to cold porcelain. See that? It forms a teardrop, but this is safe to eat. This is edible. Okay, this is mapo paste. Okay, so I'll get half from this one, and then I'll start rolling. So I put the excess inside the Tupperware, and then cover so it does not dry fast. And then I'm using my rolling pin, of course. And then what I love to use, I know others are using cornstarch puff so that it won't stick on the surface. But for me, you can also use a makeup brush. Of course, the makeup brush, you only use this for, once you start using it for your cakes, you only use it for your cake. Never ever use it for your face, okay? So I just put a small amount, okay, and then put the paste there, and then also a small amount on top, and then we start rolling. So when you roll, you only roll on one direction, okay? The purpose is if you roll on one direction, the paste won't stick to your rolling pin, okay? Because if you roll like that, what will happen is this will stick here and then it will roll like that, okay? So we don't want that. So you just want to roll on one direction, okay? And then you can see this mapo paste, you can actually thin it very well, okay? So for the first petal, the central petal of the rose, you have to cut for about 10 to 12 petals, okay? So see that it's already thin, okay? So you can see the patterns at the back, okay? So I'll just go around with another round of cornstarch so that it's not going to stick, okay? Just like that. You see, it's very easy to use a makeup brush for using cornstarch. Okay, and then we start cutting. So using the smallest cutter, second to the smallest, sorry, you need to cut 10 to 12. Okay, so we'll be cutting 12. So when you cut, press and then move left and right so that it will come out clean. Okay, see that? So I press lightly, move left and right. Okay, so how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so we're done with our first set of petals. So since this is 12, I'll bring some of it inside, okay, and leave some outside. So we need to thin out the petals because for me, this is still thick. See that? So we need to thin it more. So for you to do that, of course, you add little cornstarch, okay? So it won't stick. And then using your rolling pin, you need to roll just the sides, okay? See that? I just roll the sides. Avoid rolling the center because you need to have a very thick center. So this is how thin it would be. It's like paper. Okay, see that? So you need to do this on all the petals. So the beauty about using a rolling pin instead of a ball tool, when you roll it, it's thin, and then the edges are not equal. See that? It's uneven. Because if you look at the real flower, the edges are not equal. It's all uneven. Okay, so again, just thin out and roll the sides. Avoid getting into the center. Okay, so here you see, I have here my petals. So this is around 5. Okay, so just thin out the edges. Okay, just like that. You can also do this with gum paste and other recipe, even fondant. If you're using fondant, you need to add a little tylose, okay? So that it's gonna be more firm. So since we are done with our first 5, I'll go ahead with my other petals.
Mark, I want to ask all the audience. I want to ask them, please write your comments if you are a student of previous, or you want to be student, you want to learn, you want to have any courses. I would like to request all the audience, you put your name here, that yes, I want to learn courses from Kevin. Also, if you had courses, you can write that yes, I had courses. So we want to see who had your course, and it's come up nice compliments. I love to see amazing comments. Also, I would like to request from where you are watching, like Bangladesh, Philippines, UK, India, Pakistan, Australia, America. From where are you watching? You need to write, please. We will be happy. Thank you so much for having our free online class.
Yes, yes.
If you
We'll
would
be happy to see you all.
please.
Okay, so as you see, I'm not covering my petals when I thin them. The reason why this paste actually dries a little bit longer. But if you're using gum paste, you have to put it inside another container so that it won't dry out. So since this is Mako paste, it dries longer. So you can actually enjoy manipulating the petals without it drying so fast. Okay. So we have here around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Our 10 petals. Okay, I'll just get the last 2 so that we're done with our small petals. Okay, so this is the last 2. All of these small petals are actually for the center. Okay, we'll use this for the center of our rose. Okay, so sometimes it sticks. Okay, if it sticks, just add a little cornstarch. Okay, using your makeup brush that is specifically used for cake decorating. Okay, so once we're done with all of our 12 petals, we need to get our ball. Okay, so for our ball, so that you can see it clearly, I'll be cutting the stem. Okay, so this one I did earlier. You can actually do a lot of this in advance. So this is a 1-inch styro ball, and then I added a hot glue there, and then I poke the bamboo skewer, okay, so that it's gonna be firm. Okay, so we'll cut it at this length, okay, so that you can see it well. Okay, so I have here a foam pad, but this is optional. I actually only use this so that I can let the flower standing up like that, okay? So that's actually one of the uses of the holes on your foam pads. You can actually put a flower there so that it stands on its own, okay? So right now, what I have here, this is edible glue or Tylo glue. So this is what it looks like. For you to create this one, this is simply 2 tablespoons of warm or hot water, and then you add in 1/4 teaspoon of Tylo powder. So again, this is 2 tablespoons of hot or warm water, and then you need to add 1/4 teaspoon of Tylose powder, and then you mix it well. And then what you'll have is a very thick water-like consistency that you can use for gluing. edible pieces. So the very first petal you get, okay, and then you put glue on all the petal, okay. After that, you need to attach it to the ball, okay. So you see at that level, okay, and then after that, you need to gently push it going to you, okay. It's like you are creating a small shark fin, okay, and then press, 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 just like that. Sometimes it's not gonna be so nice looking, okay, especially when you press too much. See that? That's okay because this will be just the base of our rose, okay? So make sure that you press all the sides and then you see that it's standing up just like a small shark fin. Okay, and then you move on to the next petal. So the next petal, the second petal, you just put glue on the sides, okay, on a V shape. Okay, see that? Just one and then another one. Okay, on a V shape, like letter V, like victory. Okay, this one. So I will add, so this is where I ended. Okay, so I'll add my petal here, then close. So for my roses, I don't insert the petals. I just put them on top of each other again and again. So because for me this is easy. This is my technique that I differentiated from other rose techniques. Okay. So again, just put glue on the side on a letter V motion, and then you need to find where you ended. So we ended up here. Okay, see that? So that's where I'll be adding my next petal, just on top. Okay, and then close. See that? That's how it looks like. So at first, it doesn't look nice, but trust me, this will be very, very nice. Okay, so I ended here. So this is where I'll add my next petal. Okay, so again, same procedure. Put glue on a V motion. Okay, and then after that, I ended here. I'll add my next petal here. Okay, you see that? So this is already the center of our rose. It's very close. Okay, and then we need to get more petals. Okay, so I just put them on top of where I ended. Okay, so again, this is another one. So I ended here, that's where I'll put another one. Okay, but this time I'll open it a little. Okay. So, and also I placed it just a little higher. See that? It's a little bit high, but not too much. Okay. So that when you look at the rose, there's like layers inside. Because for me, the secret to a very nice looking rose is a very compact center. Okay, so again, I ended here. I'll add another at around the same level, a little higher. You see that? Okay, and then press. So now at this point, you'll see that there are actually a lot of layers. Okay, it's not focusing. Okay, there, you see that? There's a lot of layers. So just continue adding and adding petals. So when you finished one layer, you see this one. So I'll finish at around another layer when I added another one. So you need to go a little higher, okay? Not too much, just a little. Okay, so again, I'll add edible glue on a V motion. Okay, let's say for example, if you work fast, you can actually add glue on at least 3 petals. Okay, just like what I did. And then you just continue adding and adding petals. So I ended here, I'll add another one. You see that? See the layers inside. Then I'll add another one. Okay. So here, the center of the rose is coming to life. And then we get another one. Okay, see that? So I'll remove some of the material so that it focus. So this is so far the center of the rose. You see that? There's a lot of layers and it's like attracting you to go inside. That's how a rose should be. Okay, so many layers. So we're down to our last three small petals. Okay, so again, add edible glue. Okay, so you can actually do it on three petals. And then of course I add another one. Okay, and then I close. Not too much, okay, so that it's a little bit, see that? It's a little higher, but not too much. Okay. Then I add another one, just where I ended, okay? And then I add another one, just like so. So this is the level, you see that? The last layers are actually a bit higher and then it goes deeper inside, okay? That's how the row should be, see that? Okay, and then make sure you press the sides so that the glue is actually very well paste on the other petals, okay? And then what I love to do next, I get my, this is my bamboo skewer or barbecue stick. So you see the center of the rose, I'll just arrange some of the petals, okay? See that? So that it's more nice. I just arrange some petals. And then here, the outer petal, see that? This one, the outer petal. I just um use the you can also use a toothpick or if you have a bamboo skewers, for me it's actually easier. So you just need to pinch the end and then slowly roll going out, okay? Pinch, slowly roll going out. See that? So you create that effect, okay? So you need to do this on all, just the outer petals. And then later we will dust this once we are done. Okay, just like that. See that? So this is our rose. So let's say, for example, if you are making a rose bud, this is actually okay. You're done with this. If you're making a rose bud, you just need to cover the bottom part with the green calyx and then you're done. But if you're making open rose, like what we're going to do today, you need to leave it like that because we'll be adding more petals. And then what I love to do using the end of the bamboo skewer or barbecue stick, I create impression so that it's more realistic. So I add some holes and tears on the end, okay, just like that, so that as if it was eaten by a bug, okay? Because when you look at real roses, the petals are not perfect. That I'll remove this. Okay, see that? So I added some holes. Then I'll add another one here, just some tears. Okay, so that it looks more nice. And then here, just some small tearings, not too much. Okay. So for you to do that, gently put it on one of your finger and then press hard the bamboo skewer. Okay, just like that. And then you have like eaten edges. Okay, see that? So this is the center of our rose. And you see there's like so many layers inside. That's what it should look like. Okay. So now we let this aside. Okay. So I'll just put it here so that it stands up. And then we'll proceed with our bigger petals. So for our bigger petals, you have to roll it very thick. Okay. So we'll be using again our paste. So knead and massage. We'll be using the next cutter. This is 3 centimeter by 3.5 centimeter. Okay. You need to cut out 10 petals. This is for the outer petals of the rose. Okay, so now we start rolling. Again, get cornstarch. Okay, very little. So as you see, when I dip it on my cornstarch, I dab it first on the table so that it's not too much. And then just go on the surface. Get a little, again dab, and then just put on top, very little. Okay, and then you start rolling. Okay, so this time, the paste should be thick. Okay, not too thin. So I'll show you how thick we need it to be. Okay, see this one? It's very thick. That's how it should be, the outer petals. Because I'll show you another technique on how you can have standing petals without a wire. It will not fall. Okay, so this is just a little bit more. Okay, see that? It's very thick. Okay, so again, I add some cornstarch so that it won't stick. Okay, just like that. You see how easy it is to use a makeup brush? You just slide it through and then your paste is okay. Okay? And then we need to cut 10 petals. So when you cut, press lightly like that. Move left and right. Okay? So that it comes out very clean. See that? It's very smooth. Again, press, move, press, move. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so we're done with our 10 petals. So this one, I will no longer put it inside my Ziploc or my Tupperware, sorry. So what I love to do now, again, same technique. Okay, so you just roll out just the sides, okay? Avoid the center. Okay, so this is what you'll have. The outside is very thick, okay? And then the outer part is actually not thick. See that? So this time, if you want to use veiner, you can use veiner. So veiners is actually um like a copy of the real flower petal. Okay, so this one, this is a rose petal veiner. Okay, so you put it first on the veiner. So my advice when you're using veiner, the embossed part, okay, or the positive part, this one, the one that's embossed, it should be under, okay? And then you put your paste, okay, form it onto the shape like that, and then press lightly, and then this is what you'll have. See that? And then just go around with some cornstarch, and then using the bamboo skewers, okay, just roll some edges, okay? Okay, so as you see, I created 3 rolls, okay? One roll, second roll, and then a third roll, okay? It should be like that. And then this one, you just lay it flat on the surface, okay? So you do the same with the other. Okay, so thin out the edges. Oops. Sometimes it's going to be very irregular. That's how we want it. You see that? And then again, put on veiner, press, take it out. And then this time, you can actually play around with the petal. So this time, I just wanted to have around 2 rolls. Okay, you can do that. You can do 3, you can do 2 rolls. It depends on you. Okay, because the rose petals is not all the same. Okay, because nature does not create a super exact replica of another. Let's say, for example, if you observe real roses, they are not super duper the same. Okay, they have some differences, like people. We have differences also, but what unite us is good and positivity, right? Okay, so I have here 3 petals. Okay, so I'll work on with the other. We're actually near the end part of the tutorial. Okay, so thin out the edges, press. Okay, and then just roll. So this time I'll just be rolling one and just a little bit on the sides, okay? So that it's all different. You want to differentiate as much as possible one petal from the other so that it looks natural. Because if it's all gonna be super duper the same, it won't look natural, okay? So again, press, okay, and then we just twist. You see that? Normally, I love putting them on sets of five. Okay, so I have here my first five petals, okay, and then I'll work on with the next five. And then after that, we are done with the outer petals. Okay, and then I'll show you how I color my roses. And then I'll also be discussing the brands that I use and alternative brands that you can also use. Okay, see that? So we thinned out the petal. Okay, so I'm just laying it flat because this space dries longer. So this is our first petal, and then when you touch it, it's still very flexible. You see that? It's not hard. So the recipe for this one I'll give to Coach Tanzila so that you can all try it. Actually, this is on my YouTube channel, so you can all access it. Okay, we're down to our last two petal. So how are you all guys doing there?
Mark, I would like to request you to share your tell your YouTube name of the channel, please.
Okay. My YouTube channel, that is Mark Kevin Style. So that is my name and then no spaces. And then instead of my surname, you use style. So it's Mark Kevin Style.
I would like to invite all the audience, please visit Mark YouTube channel and put amazing comments, okay? Because he is doing amazing work. He's so dedicated. He's so kind. He's so generous. Really, really, I'm so pleased. I'm so blessed to have you. Thank you so much, Mark. Again and again and again and again and again. Thank you and thank you and thank you.
Thank you also.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is the last petal. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I would like to request also, please, if you want to do the course, you can write it here that yes, Tanjila, we will do the course of decorating, how to do a big vase or anything. Please, you mention and we will organize, we will arrange the course for you. Also, you need to write from where are you watching. It will be nice to mention from where are you joining. Thank you all of you who joined and wrote. I really humble, I really thankful all of you. Also, I would like to invite whoever didn't write from where are you watching, please. Thank you so much. And also, if you like our work, if you like our course, if you like our page, don't forget to share because people can watch and learn. Please help other people to learn. It's free, so nobody need to pay, and it's amazing way Mark is showing. Would you kindly share on your wall, share on your inbox, share on your page that people can learn? It will be a philanthropy. It will be amazing to share amazing work. It's free. Nobody need to pay. So would you kindly share? Thank you so much. Share, like, comment. Please. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you so much, Coach Tanzila. So now we'll be adding the bigger petals to our center. So this is the center that we made earlier. See that? So I have a different way of how I attach petals to my roses. So I know a lot of you, especially those who already know how to make roses, you'll be a little surprised because this is a very different technique. Okay, so first we get our one of the petals. Okay, so you put glue again on a V motion, just like that. Okay, and then you get another one, put glue on a V motion. Okay, so what I need to do, since I ended here, this is where I'll add my first big petal. Okay, just like that. See that? So at least at the same level. Okay. And then believe it or not, the next petal, I will add it just in front of the other. Okay. So this time, and then only press on the sides. Okay. Never ever press the center because if you press this part, the center, your petals will flap. Okay. It will fall. But if you press only on the sides, your petals will not fall. Okay. Just like so. And then the next thing you need to do, since you added petals here, one and then another on the front side, the next petals you'll be adding here, okay? One here and then another will be just right here, okay? So all the petals, when you place them, it should be facing one another, okay? It's not close to each other, but it's facing one another. Because I'll show you the differences on what it would look like. Okay, so get another petal, put a layer of phthalo glue, okay, on a V shape, like that. Get your petal, okay, and then I'll add here. This time it's lower, okay, and then you only press on the sides, okay. Press, 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 press. Okay, never ever press on the center, okay, so that there is a space. So one is here, and then another. Okay, so I'll just add some more glue because the glue already was absorbed by the petal. Okay. So since I added here, I'll add just in front of that. Okay. See that? And then you press, 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 press. Okay. Just the sides. Never ever press the center. Okay. See that? So that even if I shake it hard, my petals will not flap. And then I don't have wires. Okay. This is a non-wired flower. Okay. So we get another set of petals. Okay, so just add edible glue or phthalo glue. Okay, so since we ended up here, I'll add another on this part. Okay, see that? Again, lower. See that my petals are lower. Okay, glue, press the sides. Okay, so since it's here, I'll be adding another one just in front. Okay, so on the opposite side. Because with this technique and this way, you can actually achieve the rose look faster. You see that? So it's just like we started with this one, and then two, and then three, and then four will actually be here. Okay? So our next set of petals, we'll be adding them. So just add edible glue on your petals. Okay, and then get your flowers. So I'll add here. So this time it's actually lower. See that? It's actually already at the bottom. Okay, and then accidentally it got some red pigments. Okay, so the flower is excited, so there's already a red pigment. So it's from the, I think it's from my mat because I was dusting red flowers earlier. Okay, and then do the same on the opposite side. Okay, and then press only on the sides, not on the center. Okay, see that? And then of course, the last set of petals, I'll be adding here and then another here. So you'll see that you can already achieve a realistic looking rose without using any wires. Okay, so just add some glue and then another edible glue. Okay, on a V shape. Okay, it's on a V shape like that. Okay, and then of course you add first here. Okay, it's lower. See that? And then just press on the sides. Okay, just like that. And then add another one just right here at the bottom. And then press only on the sides. Okay, So there you have it. This is our rose. You see that? So at this point in time, what I love to do, I pinch some of the petals so that it's more realistic. Okay, I just pinch some of them. And then I even do some tears. Okay, so here I just wanted to do some tearing like that so that it's more realistic also on this part. Okay, and then I'll be adding some holes. Okay, here, like two holes. Okay, because this is the lower part of the flower. Okay, just like that. See that? So we are done with our rose. So what I want to do, I add my calyx. So believe it or not, for my calyx, there is an easier way of how you can do it. So I just use floral tape. So you see, there are no wires, but my petals are not falling. It's on the process of how you stick petals, okay? So even if I shake it hard, it's not going to fall, okay? See that? So I'll leave it here, and then we'll be adding the calyx, okay? So I'll just put this aside, and then we will be making our calyx for our rose. So all you need is a scissor. So you need to cut at least five of this for around 2 inches or 1.5 inches. You need to cut five. Okay, and then so we have five pieces already. This is floral tape. Okay, so you expand to activate the stickiness. Okay, and then twist one end like that. You do the same with the other. So just twist one end. Make sure that the ends are pointy. Okay, because this will actually add what do you call this? This will add to the details. Okay, so yep, just twist. So it's all pointy on one end and flat on the other. Okay, so we're done with our, this will be the calyx of the rose. And then you need to get a very long floral tape, cut, expand to activate the stickiness. Okay, so get your rose. So what I will do, first I will just use this like an ordinary rope. Okay, so just wrap it like that. Get one of your calyx, okay, put it there, and then wrap. So don't worry if it goes out of place, that's normal. You can arrange it afterwards. And then I wrap. Okay, see that? So, okay, so that's how it looks like. So just keep on adding. So sometimes it will go out of place. That is really normal. So just continue on adding because you can arrange it later on. Okay, so here I add another like that, and then okay, and then we continue on wrapping this going down. Okay, so you see that that's the calyx. So you can actually arrange it more depending on how you like it to be. Okay, so this is much easier to put. You see that? And then, of course, for the last touches, get another round of floral tape. And then, of course, you need to add floral tape on all over the stem so that it's going to be really, really clean. Okay, just like that. So this is your rose. See that? Okay, so I'll just get one of my plates and then I'll show you how I dust. So again, this is our flower. This is what we made. So this is ready for dusting. Okay, so I'll just get my dust. One moment. Okay, so for my dust, believe it or not, what I use is rainbow dust, but you can also use any other brand. Okay, so I'll be using this is strawberry pink, and then I have olive green, and then golden yellow or sunset yellow. Okay, see that? And then right now, what I will do, so this is my plate. Okay, I want to show you. For the colors on here, these are all gel colors. Okay, all of those are gel colors. Those are wet. So, but actually they're a little bit dry already. So what I use is Piotraco. So this is a brand from the Philippines. So this is what I use, Piotraco color gel. So I use green, red, and yellow. Okay, but of course you can use any other brand. So if you're abroad or in other country, you can use Sugar Flare, you can use Magic Colors, you can use Crystal Colors. Okay. So you see, I use the same gel color and also the same dust. Okay. So what I will do, first I'll be putting some dust here on one part. Okay. A little bit away from the gel so that it's not going to be ruined by the gel. Okay. So I added some pinks. And then I'll get some other more colors. I wanted to show you the rose. And then I'll add here very little yellows. Okay. You don't need too much, just a little, because we'll be adding cornstarch so that it will not mix in too much. Okay. And then when you're dusting flowers, use only one brush for one color tone. So for the pinks, this is what I always use. My makeup brush that has pink pigments. For the yellow, this is what I use. And then for the green one, this is what I use. Okay? So we'll be adding our very little greens here. Okay, olive green. Okay, so what we need to do now, I'll move it a little here so that you can see more. This is our flower, right? So I'll be getting my pink brush and then just get a little cornstarch. Okay, dab it on place. Mix in some of the colors with the cornstarch. You see that? So that it's not going to be too hard. Because sometimes if you put it directly on the flower, it's the color pigments is too hard or too strong. Okay, so to test it out, you can always test it underneath. Okay, so that's okay. That's like blush. That's what I wanted to use. So I'll go on the center, very, very little. Okay, see that? So this is actually easier to use if there is cornstarch because you don't put the colors too much. You see that? There's like a pinkish glow or a blush glow at the center. Oops, okay, that's a perfect example. That's what happens if you do not put cornstarch. You see that? So the colors will be too much intense. Okay, that's why you need to add cornstarch. Okay, so I'm just adding dust on the sides. Okay, and then some of you may be asking me, why am I using a plate, not a parchment paper, not a baking paper, not a tissue? The reason why is that for me, I find it more environment friendly to use plates on my classes because this one, you can always wash and then you can reuse. Unlike baking paper or tissue, if you use too much of those, you're cutting more trees. Okay, because those are actually from trees. So you cut more trees to produce tissue paper or baking paper. So somehow to help the environment, I don't use too much of baking paper. Okay. So here we're done dusting. So this is the wrong part. Okay. I just wanted to show you an example. This is a result of not adding cornstarch. Okay. So I did not add cornstarch on one dust. So it became too much. Okay. So now I'll go on my yellow. So again, just add cornstarch, okay, so that the pigments is not too strong. Okay, see that? This is pure. This is with cornstarch. It's very light. Okay. So what you want to do now, this is your flower. You need to go on with the inner parts, okay? So those parts you want to dust with yellow. Can you see that? So that you have that very fresh, natural glow, just like real roses. Okay? So we add some yellow glows, just like that. You see that? Okay? And then of course, since I went too much with this one, I'll be adding more pinks on the side so that it's not going to look too much alone. Okay? You can add more of the pinks. Okay? So that it would look cohesive and as one. Okay? Because if you won't do that, this thing right here that was accidentally placed will be too noticeable. So you need to add more pinks on the sides of the petal. Okay? For those of you who are asking if you can use, let's say, an airbrush for this one, yes, you can use an airbrush for roses, okay? But just control the nozzle so that the colors won't be that intense. Sometimes, if I'm in a hurry, all of my roses are actually created with an airbrush. Okay, I use an airbrush to color. Okay, so I'm just adding some inks. You see that? So this is what it looks like. So the outer part, I haven't touched with green, okay, because I'll be adding the green on the last part. Okay, again, get some cornstarch. You see
Mark,
that?
I'm just feeling splendid, you know. I'm just looking and looking and looking how beautifully you made it, and you are coloring now. Oh my God. And I am reading all the amazing comments people are watching from around the world. Amazing, beautiful comments.
Thank you, thank you.
I would like to thank you. I would like to thank you, and I would like to say thank you again and again. I'm so humble and grateful. Thank you, Mark. You're amazing, teaching quality, because people are saying your technique is very easy. It's a really easy technique to learn, and you are saying very nicely. Thank you so much, Mark. I am your big fan. I can see. You are doing amazing.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so thank you also. Okay, so here on the last parts, as you see, other petals I did not dust too much. So other petals that I didn't add too much dust, I'm adding green pigments because these are actually the petals that are almost close to rotting. Okay, so those are all the petals on the lower part. So you need to add more greens. Even the bottom part of the flower, you need to add greens on this one. You see that? So that it's going to look nice. Although I know this will not be seen on cakes, the bottom part of the flower, but it pays a lot to put attention to details because sometimes when one people, let's say a bride, picks the flower from the cake and then when she tilts it down, she will see and notice that, oh, the details are actually great. So that actually adds value to you as an artist or as a pastry chef. That's actually very important. Okay, so we added greens at the bottom. Okay, and here, just one more petal to dust with green, and then we're done with dusting. We'll add the final detail. Okay, so you see that I'm just dusting this with color green. Okay, and then actually I'm done. So we'll add the details more. Okay, so this is on the other side of my plate. I have here my gel colors. Okay, so what I use, this is the gel colors from Pietraco. It's local brand in the Philippines. So this is what I always use. But you can use any other brands like Sugar Flare or Chef Master or Magic Colors. So what I love to do, believe it or not, I have here a spray bottle. So this is my spray bottle. And then what's inside is not water. So what's inside is gin or vodka. Because for me, it's actually easier to just spray a little amount of gin or vodka on the plate. And then that's what I'll use to add details. Okay. So this is yellow. I'll mix yellow with a little bit of red. Okay. And then a little bit of green. Because if you mix yellow, green, and red, you will create color brown. Okay. See that? This is brown. Yellow plus red plus green is equals to color brown. So that brown color right there, you see you created holes. So that's where you want to add them. Okay, see that? So it looks more natural. And then of course, when you add some like rotten details, you need to add some more, just very little dots. Okay, see the difference. Okay, see that? This one has the details. This part doesn't have it yet, so we'll add more. So that when they look at the flower, oh, it's like it's real, it's moving because of the details that we added. And of course, on some of the edges, okay, okay, and now we are done with our flower. So this is what it looks like. You can actually pinch it more if you want to make it more realistic. Okay, so I'll remove the plate so that you can see it more. Okay, so this is our flower that we did today. You see that? Okay, and then this is our calyx. Of course, you can always play around with it because it's just made from tape. Okay, and then we're done. Okay, this is our flower for today. See that?
I would like to say a massive thank you and have a big clap from all. I can see more than 150 people are joining at the moment live, and I can see more than 100 people are watching. So have a big clap for Mark. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Amazing. It just look natural. It just look real. Oh my god! And your details make it so realistic. The whole and the color, the brown, it makes just like a real. Beautiful. Oh my god, I totally speechless. I can see. I want to read the comments, please, because amazing comments are coming. So let's read the comments. Thank you so much. Thank you and thank you. Thank you. Okay, I read the comments below. Okay, thank you so much, Olive. Thank you so much, Abe. Thank you so much, Ali. Thank you so much, Rahima. Watching from Bangladesh. Thanks, Kustanjila. Ma'am, thanks, Excellence. Thanks, Mark. Thank you so much. Jackie, thank you so much. Okay, let's see the comment. You can see the comment. I'm putting on the camera, on the
Yes, yes,
screen.
I can see some of them.
Thank you so much, all amazing people. I'm so overwhelmed. It's so many comments, even I can't, but let's try. So thank you so much, Nilufa. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Thank you so much, Simon. Thank you, Sharmin Abu. Thank you and thank you. I can read all the comments. I will show the screen. And Mark will see. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you, Sharmin Abu. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. Thank you, Apple. Thank you, Rahat. Thank you, Dina. Thank you, Rosalind. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Rangel. Thank you, Ronald. Thank you, Faira. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Imam. Thank you, Rangel. Thank you, John. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Roy. Thank you, Esar. Accurate. I'm sorry about my pronunciation. I'm so fast. I'm so quick. So maybe pronunciation is wrong. I'm sorry for that. Please forgive me, Uzma. Thank you. Thank you, Uzma. Thank you, Sharmin Abu. Thank you, Nilifa. People are Philippine. People are from Bangladesh. People are from around the world. People are from Manchester. People are from Norway. I think different place. People are joining here. Thank you so much for Mida. Thank you so much, Arminabu. Thank you, Uzma. Thank you, BS. Thank you for free tutor watching from Philippines, being looking up the chef Mark. Since I saw his work, the flowers look real. Hopefully, I could enroll. Thank you. Yes, yes, we would like you to enroll. Please. End of the show, we will share that if you can have any kind of course, we will organize. So don't feel hesitate. Just write it down. We will organize. Thank you so much, Uzma. Chef, my word keeps going out of the styrofoam ball. Please guide. Somebody's writing, asking your suggestion, please. Someone's
Okay.
where is
Um,
the ball?
yes. My wire keeps coming. Okay. For me, this is how I do my styro ball. So I don't use wire. Believe it or not, what I only use is this is bamboo skewers or barbecue stick. So what you need to do, this is your styro ball. So first, you need to poke a hole and then remove the stick again and then put hot glue. So I use hot glue or glue gun and then I insert the stick again and let it dry. And then once it's dry, you'll see that the strength is actually, it's very sturdy. So your petals won't fall. Do you see that? So because it's adhered to the glue. There's a glue there. Okay.
Thank you so much, all amazing people. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. It's a lovely, wonderful comment. I think I need to do another live, for may read the comments. It's beautifully comment. Oh my God. I can't
Thank
see
you.
that. Yes, yes. Can you share your channel name? Okay, Mark, can you share again your channel name, please?
My YouTube channel is Mark Kevin Style. So it does not have any space. So that's my name. MarkKevinStyle. Mark Kevin Style.
Okay. Somebody asked Rangel Main what glue he uses, please.
Okay. So for my glue, what I use, this is the edible glue. This is made from 2 tablespoons of warm water, and then you need to add 1/4 teaspoon of Tylo's powder. And then this is what you'll have. So this will last for about 2 to 3 weeks, okay? And then you will notice that it's not good to use if it becomes super duper cloudy. Okay, that means you can't use it anymore. But if it's clear, like water, you can still use that. If you want it to last for 1 to 2 months, you just need to add 2 to 3 drops of vinegar, and then it's good to go. It would last for 2 to 3 months. Okay, this is
Thank you so
the
much.
phyllo glue.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I have a question. How long this flower will be staying, like how you showing? It will be good. How long,
Okay,
please?
yes. Actually, I do have a video on flower arrangement, and also I discussed there on YouTube on how you can preserve your flowers. So this one, if this is because this is not yet dry, so you can see if the petals are actually still soft. So if it's already dry when it's really hard, you just need to store it. I'll show you how I store my flowers. One moment, so that they will last for years.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so this is how I store my flowers. So I do have containers like this. So this one is from November 2019. So what I do, once this is dry, they actually last for 1 to 2 years. So you just need to put it on an airtight container like this one. Okay, and then you put a layer of tissue, and then you put your paste, and then put silica gel. But this one we no longer use because this is too old. So because for us it's a maximum of 1 year only. So if it's more than a year, we only use it for dummy cakes. We no longer use it for our cakes. Although it's still edible, but I always give an expiry date of at least 1 year. So for the make sure that the silica gel won't touch the flour. That's why we put tissue inside. Because the silica gel or desiccants, that's made from chemicals, and we don't want them to touch the flour. So if you store them like this, it would last for 1 to 2 years, and then you can always use it for your cakes. But if you leave it like this exposed, it would only last for about 3 weeks to 1 month. Okay, because of the humidity.
Oh,
But
yeah.
if you, yes, yes. But if you want it to last longer, like the bouquet I showed you, just for display, you can actually spray this with acrylic spray, but it's no longer edible if you spray it with acrylic spray. So when
Yeah.
you spray it all with acrylic spray, it's going to be preserved like porcelain flowers, and then it would last for at least 1 to 2 years also.
Thank you so much, Mark. I'm so humble. You did amazing job. Your dedication, hard work paid off. People are really, really splendid. People are feel amazed. Thank you so much, both of you. Everybody is writing, and what I can say, I would like to say thank you, a massive thank you. I think thank you is not enough because you were for such a one flower, but you put so much effort and dedication. Really, true artist can
Thank
do
you,
it
thank you.
from heart, passion. I would like to say again and again, thank you. Ridoy was amazing. Ridoy made in wonderful comments. Ridoy, thank you so much. As always, love your work. Mark, as a friend, as a teacher, you are amazing. Thank you so much, Ridoy. You are
Thank you, Ridoy. Thank you, thank you.
so that's I don't want you to hold a long time. Enough time you gave us. So I would like to say thank you and thank you and thank you and massive. So would you share your face? We finished the class, but now would you share your face? You are dedicated, young, passionate, talented artist. Please show your face
Yes,
and
yes, sure, sure. One moment.
just say thank you, Uzama. Thank you, sister. Thank you for she's watching from Karachi. I'm so thankful all of you for joining our show, joining our tutorial. We would like to give you value. We would like to give you value. Thank you so much. All thank is going to Mark. He is amazing. He just give us time. He give us effort. Free class. Thank you so much, Mark. I don't know. I don't know. It's gone. Maybe you will come back again. Please join again. I don't know. The line may be cut off. Sometimes the technology it just touch and cut off. So thank you so much, Kamrun. Thank you. Oh, Mark is here. Thank you, Mark. Thank you,
Okay,
Angela.
hello, hello. Yes, I'm here.
Thank you, Angela.
Thank you, thank you.
Make a wonderful, wonderful comment. So, Mark, I would like to say again, thank you so much for your dedication, for your time and effort. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, thank you.
Have a big clap. Thank you, please. Amazing work. You are
Thank you,
a
everyone. Thank you, thank you.
real artist. You know that.
Thank you.
Amazing. Please now tell me anything from all the audience. You can say something. They are just making huge comment.
This is the
Amazing.
rose that we made.
You are dedicating this flower to all the audience. Come on. Thank you, Mulila Lapu. She's a beautiful. Thank you
Thank you,
so
thank
much.
you.
Wow. Thank you. Look at people are making so beautiful comments. Look at this. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't say thank you enough. Okay, it's really it's amazing, when make amazing comments. Thank you. Yeah. So any message for your audience? Because we want to run classes. We want to see you are an amazing instructor. So you can tell your course name and people can
Yes,
put their name if they want to learn. Then we will arrange. Thank you.
sure, sure. Okay, I would like to thank each and everyone who actually supported this live interview and demo class. So I hope you all had a great time, and I'm very excited to see all your floral work. So we're having a lot of more flowers and cake techniques to share very soon here at Skill Excellence. So I hope to see you all. Thank you.
Thank you. So anybody wants to learn the classes, please write your name and we will organize the classes. Also, it will be challenge for me, not Mark. Today, yes, today we showed you, Mark showed you how dedicated, how passionately he created this amazing real roles, I can say. So this is a challenge for me. Follow me, skill excellence. You need to make any kind of roles, because you can see the video again and again. So you need to go back and learn and try and practice and show the roles. You send me inbox and I will put on our time. This is a challenge for skill excellence for
Yes, yes.
Sheila. You want to make the roles and put it our inbox and we will publish. Thank you so much. So again, I would like to say, if you want to have any course, you write it down or inbox us, we'll organize and Mark will deliver. You see how dedicated, passionate is. Amazing teacher, amazing instructor is Mark. So let's have a big clap and say goodbye. Thank you for today.
Thank you, thank you. Bye.
Have a good day. Thank you and thank you again, Mark. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone. Thank you also. Thank you, everyone.
I'm so grateful. I'm so humble for your time and dedication. Thank you.
Thank you also. Thank you.
Bye. Bye. Goodbye, everyone. I hope you enjoy. I hope you like it. If you want to do the course, you can write it down and we will get back to you. We will organize the course and class, and I hope you will enjoy. So, thank you so much joining an amazing comment. Okay, thank you. All I can say thank you and thank you and thank you. I'm so grateful to you. Thank you. Have a good day, good night, good morning, goodbye. See